Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is CeeChronicles. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're the first time here, we do fragrance reviews mostly. I do throw in a couple of other videos that have nothing to do with fragrances, but I do hope that after watching this particular one, you'll be interested enough to click that subscribe button and join this family. I'd appreciate that a lot. I also want to acknowledge my returning subscribers. Thank you so much for always patronizing this channel. I appreciate your coming here always. I have a fragrance review video for you. I'm going to be talking about a little cute mini here, okay? A little cute mini, La Vie Belle Intensement, okay? Intensement. I'm just going to show you how it pairs compared to the gigantic one. I just want you to see this, okay? There it is. Can you see how small it is? Okay, so this is a mini. This is not the same fragrance. This is the original La Vie Belle, and this is the Intensement, and this is the 2020 composition. Okay, I'm not gonna do a comparison of both. However, if you want me to do a comparison of both, you can let me know in the comment section. Then I'll do a comparison of the two fragrances. Okay, so obviously this is a dab on. I'm going to dab it onto my arm. I have actually used this and tried it out. Okay, let me just open, because this is the free arm, so I'm going to put it on that. I have something on this one already, so okay, that's it. There's plenty there. In case you want to see. There you go. That is La Vie Belle Intensement. La Vie Belle Intensement. Okay, it comes with this kind of packaging, which is like a traditional Lancôme packaging. Okay, for the La Vie Belle line, they all have this. The only difference is this one has got like like pinkish, almost red, I don't know, yeah, it kind of looks like a hot pink for me. Okay, that's it there. I was just chatting out so that this sits. Okay, I'm gonna sniff it for you and I'll tell you my thoughts. Okay, this I'd say came as a surprise. Okay, I've always said this is always going to be a staple in my collection, but I can see myself changing to this one, and I'll tell you why. Okay, in terms of the notes, the top of this fragrance has got the raspberry, it's got the pink pepper there, it's got some bergamot. Okay, the bergamot, however, is not forward. It's not really coming through just by sniffing it like here. Okay, but I do get that strong raspberry presence together with the pink pepper. And then in the mid, okay, you've got your heliotrope, your jasmine, sambac, and some orange blossom. Okay, so this is definitely going to be a fruity, also floral kind of fragrance. Okay, and then in the base, it's got that creamy vanilla, some iris, some benzoin, some patchouli, and some sandalwood. Okay, so like I said, it opens up with this bright raspberry mixed with the pink pepper, okay, and some moderate sweetness, which is, an automatic or an immediate difference with the La Vie Belle, the original. Okay, because what you get this, or what I get from this from the onset is like a dose of sweetness. Okay, which is something that is kind of subtracted here. This is a sweet fragrance. Okay, it is a sweet fragrance, but it's not as syrupy sweet as its what do you call it? The predecessor is not as sweet as the original. Okay, so yeah, after that, you get that besides that sweetness, okay, you get that sharpness, that a lot of herbs in here, a lot of herbal punch to it, a spicy kick. And that again, I'll attribute to that, pink pepper. It's really spicy. Okay, so that makes it a lot interesting. It just took me by surprise, because when they said Intensement, you get some other lines that introduce Intensement versions, and it just becomes a copy of the original thing, but maybe sweeter. This is not it. They kind of took it on, on the same vibe as the YSL, Mon Paris Intensement, that it's different. It has that DNA of the original La Vie Belle, but what sets it apart is that pink pepper, a lot of spiciness there. Okay, definitely not as sweet as the original, but definitely does have a bit of some sweetness. The raspberry in here gives it like a strong rose-like facet. There are no roses in here, but it mixes so well with that fresh kind of spicy herbal pink pepper, and it gives it like a kind of like a rosy feel that if you didn't know of the notes, you would actually swear that there could be some rose in here, but there is no rose. Okay, And then, of course, there is that orange blossom that comes in the mid. Okay, that orange blossom adds a bit of freshness. I get just a touch of freshness. This is not a fresh fragrance, but I think that orange blossom and, you know, the other florals in there, the jasmine, sambac, maybe the heliotrope as well, they give this kind of like a just a semi-fresh vibe to it. Okay, but this is not a freshie. So if you're not after a freshie, you know, don't be deterred from buying this and, oh, it's a freshie and whatever. No, it's not. It's got that depth, it's got that thickness to it. Okay, it does have that weight, it has a presence. This is a beast. Okay, it does have that beast performing, you know, monstrous kind of sillage kind of thing going on there. Okay, and then it has that warm balsamic benzoin that adds to that creamy vanilla. Okay, and that is what you get you know, towards like in the base. And but what you carry with this fragrance, what carries through is, you know, a lot of fruitiness, a touch of florals, you know, very raspberry forward kind of fragrance, something coming across as though it's rosy, but it's not. Okay, yeah. And then there's that subtle you know, patchouli, where, you know, some people may say, oh, I don't like this one, it's too much of a patchouli, there's too much patchouli here, it's a patchouli. This is a patchouli. This has the patchouli, but it's in moderation. So what they've gone on to do here, which, you know, I find very really interesting, and you know, I find more appealing than the original, although like I said, I'll always have the original in my collection, is they've toned down, you know, it's kind of like they listened to the clientele and gone on to tone down everything else that shouts in the original is toned down, and then there is that piercing spiciness to expect there from this one. A lot of spiciness, you know, a lot of pepperiness there, you know, and then, you know, although that creaminess, you know, that creaminess that hugs the whole thing, you know, to give it like a really smooth, yeah, a really smooth finish. But yes, if you're that kind of a person that really hates La Vie Belle, the original, this is going to have some remnants of it. It's going to remind you of it because it does have the DNA. It's not completely separated from the original, okay? Because I know I did say that YSL Montparis Intensement is kind of like doing its own thing. And this one kind of does that, but this one does have a touch of, you know, the DNA from the original. So if you're that sort of person that just doesn't like La Vie Belle, this will remind you somewhat of it, but with a lot of spiciness there, you know, a bit of some uniqueness there. And, you know, well put together ingredients that mix together. Nothing in here is screaming a lot. It will give you that creaminess, but not too much. It's got that patchouli, but the patchouli is not taking over as well. So yeah, that's what I had for you guys today. I was talking about La Vie Belle Intensement. Okay, I only have a mini. This was released in 2020. I only have a mini because I, you know, just like everybody else, I was, you know, guarded. I didn't have a time to sniff it. So I just thought, okay, get the mini. If you don't like the mini, so be it, you know, but it's one that I would definitely want to add onto my collection. I'm not in a hurry to have it though, but, you know, I am possibly looking at adding it to my collection because it's a really beautiful little number. Okay, so yeah, that's what I had for you guys, for those who wanted to know. And if you want me to do, I know I've done a little bit of some comparison here, but if you want an in-depth comparison of the two, I can, you know, go ahead and give you an in-depth comparison. All you need to do is to throw it in the comment section below that you want me to do a comparison for you, and I'll be glad to bring you that. Okay, so yeah, definitely want to. And it leans very feminine. Okay, for those who want to know, is this unisex or whatever, it leans very feminine, although of course any male that likes, you know, feminine fragrances can wear this if they want to, but to me it shouts feminine. Okay, there is nothing masculine about this, to me, at least to my nose. CeeChronicles is my name. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please do turn on post notifications so that you're notified anytime I upload a video. Also like this video if you like it, and share it if you want to share it. Stay blessed, stay fabulous, and remember, smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.